Hello, how are you? Hope you're well. Cactus crew, Cactus high five. And if you are new, which a few of you are, I notice, thanks so much for subscribing. And yeah, welcome to my channel. Also, welcome to part 2. So this is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, which we did yesterday, which was not my normal streaming night, so if you're confused, it's okay. But yeah, this is part 2. There's a link in the description for part 1. Also in the description will be all the timestamps for the replay crew and more links for other videos. Also like the playlist Without a Crystal Ball versus Tati, all the videos I've covered so far. We've been stuck in 2020, but we were on our way through November. Now we're going back to October 28. And yeah, this is when Katie is gloating in her boating. No, that's not. Even my pitch is off, but I tried. Okay, gloating her boat. Yeah, why am I stuck on gloat and boat? I don't know, but that's where my brain is. Anyway, if you want to follow me, I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and X. No. Oh. Twitter, TikTok, and X. Wow. I miss it. I miss Twitter. Like, I miss it. It's so hard to find the app now. I don't know why it's an X because my memo, my notepad is also got an X and it's not good, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, everything I say is my own opinion, and I'll see you on the other side because I found something extra. Yes, I found the corresponding Facebook post that puts us in the timeline. It's the post of the day. She must have gone and done the live afterwards. But yeah, it says bombshell and breaking news. Swipe left for bombshell fraud allegation. Tati Westbrook is being sued for fraud and breach of contract by her business partner at Halo Beauty. She's accused of defrauding CLARK SWANSON. Why do I just want to roll on the floor laughing, but in a monotone way. She's accused of defrauding CLARK SWANSON of millions of dollars by launching Tati Beauty despite contracts stating Halo Beauty would launch all makeup. According to the complaint, Tati and her husband, James, defrauded CLARK SWANSON by launching Tati Beauty despite contractual agreement that the makeup would be launched through Halo. I'm pretty sure that you just said that in the fucking other, it's a repeat of that, okay? Sorry, she has turned me into this person. I was never, ever worried about anyone's writing. When shit hits the fan too many times. Tati's palette is estimated in the suit to have made $16 million. Mr. Swanson is a 33.33 Katie. Oh my God, specifics. Owner of Halo. Lawsuits discovered by Without a Crystal Ball last year, along with criminal convictions. Also, I must stress that all of this hasn't been found to be untrue. But this is, Katie's, this is like CLARK SWANSON's smear campaign through Katie. She was the public figure because he wasn't willing to risk his, he couldn't just go online and spew all this. He needed someone who wouldn't check the information, who also hated Tati enough to just take what he says as fact. And that's our girl Katie, isn't it? Mrs. I'm so desperate for a source. I don't care what you say. I agree with you. Imagine their DNM. Imagine not their DMs, but their DNMs, on the phone, connecting over their hate for Tati. Late night calls with Swanson. Oh God, it's a bad picture. Where are we? I got lost in the bullshit. Lawsuits discovered by Without a Crystal Ball last year, along with criminal convictions for James Westbrook, are referenced in the lawsuit as a pattern of fraudulent and criminal activity. We were tipped off about the suit. Oh, fuck you and your we. I just always think you and Toad investigating with a little torch. And Toad's like, you know, hunched over behind you because he's basically a dog. Okay, I went too far because it's real. Okay. We were tipped off about the suit by a source and asked us to break the story. The lawsuit accuses James Westbrook of liquidating hundreds of thousands of dollars of Halo Beauty's assets on October 10, 2020. As the Westbrooks learned about the case, effectively devaluing the company. God, that was a hard sentence. I'm so sorry, guys. I was sloppy. But I'm not going to repeat it. It's on the screen. Also, I've linked it below as well, so you can go check it out for yourself. Okay, this is the last sentence. I've got to turn my heater on. I'm a bit cold. Not opening my mouth wide enough to get the words out. It seems the Westbrooks attempts to remove blogs by Without a Crystal Ball could have been done to mislead business partners and potentially hide the fraudulent activity from investors. I'll be doing a video shortly. That's all right. We're already here in the future. We're going back to 2020. Yeah, so October 28, 2020. And this is part 2. Like I said, like if you've just joined, I have to go back and see if my microphone is even on. It's been that kind of day. Oh my God, please. Stay. Don't start. I'm talking to Katie. Because YouTube shits me.
Says this understanding was memorialized in the Articles of Incorporation. So this was part of their incorporation, basically saying that
just starts automatically. And with Katie, that's a horror story. I don't want her voice jumping out. Okay. It's where timestamp people just living their best life. They don't have to deal with chit chat. Or why won't the screen go big? Oh, well.
Business in exchange.
Oh, my mic is on. Is anyone even here? I can't even scroll up. Oh, there is people here. Hi, everyone in chat. Oh, it's good to see you. Oh, and Vendor. I meant to message in the chat yesterday that I saw your message that you got a new phone. How much more clearer am I on your phone? Oh, and Dude is there. Has he heard my voice? I love doggies. I love new doggies and new phones. Oh, Tati is so gorgeous. But she's not trying to be anyone either. But I mean, you know. Okay, so I'm covering up Katie. Katie. I was like, where's Katie? Let me move my cactus ass. Do I want to be down here in the corner? Yes, I do. Although, I'm just going to press play. Actually, I need to check that where we are is where we were.
And after they have the meeting, he sits down.
Oh, for God's sake, I can't even use my brain cells. Wait on. Okay, guys, we're going in. So everyone take a breath. Because who knows if we can breathe beyond this point.
Down with them, and he writes them this email, and it says, On August 1st, 2017, we arrived at a new understanding and agreement between the partner as follows. CLARK SWANSON will reduce his equity ownership from 50 to 33%. The partners agreed that James and Tati would collectively own 66.6%, and the new ownership therefore agreed to be divided in equal parts, being that Tati Westbrook is the owner of 33.33, James is 33.33. It's agreed that the goal of the partners is to build an exclusive global beauty brand. This brand will develop and manufacture products for the beauty industry. We all initially begin with the launch of a food supplement line of business, currently contemplated to be comprised of 5 different products: calming and stress relief, weight management, hair, skin, and nails. The first of the product line will launch is the hair, skin, and nail booster, and the product aptly featuring XO Tati will be promoted by Tati Westbrook on her YouTube channel. Additional consideration was made by other channel proprietor promotional efforts, particularly those are within the business relationship network of Tati Westbrook deemed product collaborations with other leading YouTube influencers. So written in her agreement, they promise that you will use these brand influencers to promote these products. And James Charles didn't do that. And so effectively, she breached the contract by saying, well, my bestie, that's why she was so mad, in my opinion. She was not mad at him about any of the other stuff. It wasn't entitlement. I mean, why did she spend 35 minutes of her Bye Sister video talking about vitamins? She was pissed off about vitamins. She promised that she had influence and she did not have influence. Says this understanding was memorialized in the Articles of Incorporation. So this was part of their.
That's right. That's what I found so strange. Hearing that it was in their contract, like in Tati's business contract, it was in there what influencers would be promoting Halo Beauty. So James Charles was in the contract, and that's why when he didn't deliver and he went for Sugar Bear, I don't even know if he ended up, because was he still bringing the Halo content after that one Sugar Bear advertisement around Coachella, but that would have done a lot of damage because it's in the contract. That's so weird, isn't it? But I guess because there's so many, they wanted to promote so many other brands.
Their incorporation basically saying that that they would, it's, Section 7.4, it says it has been agreed that the business will require consensus from the partners regarding all major and material business decisions. For further clarification on all business decisions, such as divestiture of stock, pledge of assets or shares, loans, additional issuance of shares, plant, property, equipment, blah, blah, blah. In all things a reasonable person considered to be a material business will require the consent of all partners. So the funny thing is that he gives them majority ownership. And at that point, he kind of screws himself, in my opinion, because these aren't like the best people. All right.
I hate how like she's already determined that they are not good people, just based off Swanson feeding her shit for the past 2 years, not based on their actual character. Like, she doesn't know them. She just hates them. She only knows who they are through someone else who hates them. Yeah, so it's just a hay boner train.
I'm like a fairly decent sized channel. The problem is that I don't cover beauty a lot. And I feel like the bigger channels don't want to cover this because they literally don't want to deal with the legal aspect of it. Like, they say that I'm going real life by doing this, but this is like the real story. Like, I feel like some of these channels just want to come up with a fabricated conspiracy. And I've never bought this conspiracy that it was about Jeffrey. I've always believed it was about vitamins. That has never changed. I said it the very first day I started covering this a year and a half ago, and my opinion remains the same. It was always about vitamins, but they wanted to believe that Jeffrey was bad, and they wanted to believe that Shane and Jeffrey masterminded, and I never bought that.
Yeah, because you don't see the bigger picture. That is the bigger picture. The big puppet master is Jeffree Star in the big realm of it. And like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true that Tati moved to Washington. I swear she just moved back home because a lot of this was going on, and Katie was causing her to have so much emotional stress. I've got a list tonight, haven't I? My God. Can't get my words out. Maybe they're not needed. Just let Katie talk.
I think they all had reasons to be mad at Shane, at James. And I honestly believed Shane's letter where he said that Jeffrey was like glad to see it happen and was going to cheer it on because he saw his competitor fall. I actually believe that. I believe that he might have been egging her on a little bit, but I don't believe he had any control of what was happening because her video never mentioned Jeffrey and it was all about vitamins. So with a new business plan in place, he went working on building the inclusive brand. Vitamins, he applied his knowledge of plant-based medicine and nutrascience to the formulation of a product that had unprecedented benefits for acne, skin hydration, and overall skin health. He authored a patent on the mechanism of action for the first supplement produced by Halo Beauty. The application was drafted in August of 2018 and submitted in October of 2018. Consumers found the results of the Halo Skin and Nails formula provided such a visually measurable result for troubled skin conditions such as acne and other dermatitis that the patent work reflected the unique, beneficial, and novel outcome. Mr. Swanson's contributions to product formations ensured the customers of Halo Beauty saw results, blah, 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 which is funny because everyone I told that I talked to said it made their acne worse, but whatever.
Who'd you talk to, Katie? Who'd you talk to? More haters? You know? Did you go into maybe a We Love Tati like group or something? That might have been a different group that might have had different results. Because yeah, I didn't really see any bad reviews. Like, yeah, it looked good, but you know, you got to have the money to buy anything. But yeah, I mean, it didn't look as dodgy as like I said. As much as I love Trisha, her skincare line, like that is a bit dodgy. That's a bit more put my label on it. Or those other like influencers. I hate that word. That have brought out stuff. Like there's so many put your name on it stuff out there. But I feel like Tati's was a bit more, I don't know, I just always felt like oh my God, I accidentally pressed out. Is it working or not? Should we continue? Have I ruined it? I pressed the wrong button. Well, I didn't. That did it, not me, guys. I'm looking to chat to save the stream. Well, yeah, I gotta re-hook up the video. So, oh, why is there two again? Oh my God, what if something bad is happening with my computer? Can you guys hear me? Okay, has it resumed? Resumed? I can't even remember what happened last time this happened because yeah, it's happened before. Why am I so unco? No, I'm blaming the mouse, man. It's got a ghost or something. Okay. Maybe it doesn't want to do this. Oh, guys. Oh. What have I cloned? I've cloned KJ. Oh, yeah, it's just doubles everywhere. But no, it's okay. Let me close that window. Oh, cool. Thank God that's not the one that's hooked up. Had a 50-50 chance. Okay, let's go back and hope for the best. And hopefully it just continues.
On or around Friday, March 2nd, they launched their first product, the Hair, Skin, and Nails Booster. She teased the launch with February 27th, 2018 YouTube video describing it body and brain booster. In its first year, Halo Beauty earned owners over $1 million each in distributions. So not too shabby. They each make $1 million, and there you go. It says, when Mr. Swanson was ready to submit the application, now this is the part where she wanted to be on the patent. So he got that patent for whatever it was, and she wanted to be listed as the inventor.
Guys, it's patent or something, isn't it? Like, it's not patent. What is she trying to say? And also, yes, I saw Llama Girl on Twitter. I was gonna read your comments because when Katie said sun dry, I didn't even notice because by that time I tuned out for survival reasons. But in the last live, Katie said sun, like instead of sundry, she said sun dry. And I don't know if I should laugh because I wonder if I would have said sun dry. But yeah, did she patent is what I'm thinking. She's thinking of saying. She's saying oh, what are you saying now? What are you saying? Let's go back.
There you go. It says, when Mr. Swanson was ready to submit the application, now this is the part where she wanted to be on the patent. So he got that patent for whatever it was. And she wanted to
Patent? Sheepish. How did she get all these words wrong? I've got to add this one to the list. Yes, I have a list because it's fucking fantastic. One day I'll just have to do a compilation of Katie just getting words wrong. Like, does anyone watch Jamie French, the comedian? And she does movies, and she's got this whole video of just lead actresses stacking it. I love it. I love it. That kind of thing. But yeah, Katie, patent.
to be listed as the inventor, and he had to basically bring in their legal counsel to explain to her that it would be fraudulent for her to be on there when she had no part in the development of the product. Seriously, she wanted to be the inventor and she did nothing to invent it. Just put my name on it. No, according to this complaint. So in 2019, the company distributed, it did almost 3 times what it distributed in 2018. So with all of that being said, he then says that he wants to like get moving on the beauty stuff. So he goes to on-site visits to manufacturers. He connects with Nicole Collins, an experienced cosmetic and skincare entrepreneur. She offered to introduce them to bench chemists and manufacturers, including Seed Beauty. So he basically found the connection for them with Seed Beauty. What a bunch of crap, right? He does all of the work and they just like go behind his back. If this is all true, I would be so pissed off if I was Clark. Beginning in May of 2018, Mr. Swanson began taking meetings to explore skincare and cosmetic manufacturing. He joined Ms. Collins on a tour of several cosmetic and skincare facilities. He continued to meet separately with other manufacturers and kept Mr. and Ms. Westbrook appraised. On July 6, 2018, he sent her a text message that read, "When are we making a makeup line? I thought we were doing ingestibles, then skincare, and then cosmetics color." Tati mentioned this on her last video last week regarding it's being a ways off. Mr. Swanson attended a Cosmo Proof in August 2018, where he met with several makeup capable manufacturers. And then in November, he attended a meeting with a cosmetic development laboratory, an established manufacturer of cleansers, scrubs, all that, serums. And then despite all of these effort and good progress to show for it, they never showed any interest in the meetings or Mr. Swanson's work to expand Halo Beauty. So they're basically saying that they just basically like dropped the ball, like, no. He's doing all the legwork and they're just sitting there doing nothing. I would be
Yeah, but like Swanson wouldn't be able to sell his formula on his own, you know, without Tati's name. The product is basically priceless. Like, it has no price. No, that's not the right term, is it? Because I'm thinking MasterCard. But you know what I mean? Tati's name, without that, it's useless. So, and I don't believe this. It just really just sounds like Swanson is whinging about them not turning up to business meetings and him having to go, probably because it had to do with the formula side. And no one wants people that don't know that in their way. So maybe he had to go to more meetings than them. And now he's bitching and whining about it. And Katie, you know, is letting us know. I feel like she needs a megaphone, though, or a bigger box.
so pissed if I were him. They say that he continued to push to expand it. The Westbrooks response shifted from ignoring his efforts to actively interfering with it. For example, in September of 2018, they say he was asked by Michelle Phan, I don't know who she is, to join her for a lunch to discuss prospective business in China. And the Westbrooks learned about this meeting, insisted that Mr. Swanson cancel it, telling him on the phone, "I demand you stand down, stand down, stand down." That sounds so weird to me. Mr. Westbrook then told Mr. Swanson that he was forbidden from making relationships with any influencers. Ms. Westbrook claimed to be working a special project with Michelle PHAN. At their insistence, Mr. Swanson canceled the meeting and has not contacted her. And it says,
sounds legit. Like, I mean, God, imagine a partner that you are doing a business, beauty business with, and they do a meeting with China. We all know what beauty products are tested on animals in China. If it's sold in China, that's what happens, and there's no changing that. And so products try to not have their stuff sold in China. But a lot of smaller influencers, to get the brand out there, go this route, and it's just so bad. I can imagine Tati being very mad because it's her name. You know, that's the thing, like, her name is on this. So, Katie, you would buy anything from China. You know, if midnight macaroon, is that it? I feel like I got the macaroon bit right, but not the midnight. If they sold beauty products, you'd buy that.
Miss PHAN is a makeup artist, entrepreneur, voice actress, notable for YouTube, pioneering beauty YouTuber. She has over 8.9 million subscribers, 1.1 billion lifetime viewers, and 385 uploads, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I don't know who she is. She is so boring. Okay.
Sorry, what was her name? I just clicked in, my sugar hit just kicked in. I just drank the best drink. Oh, you know, aloe vera drinks with like the pulp. Oh my God, now there's a pomegranate. Yeah, I can't say it. I can't say that word, but you know, there's that flavor now. Oh, it was so good. No wonder it's sold out and had the last bottle. Okay. Yeah, so is it PHAN? I'm gonna look it up. Of course, like, Katie's viewers are like, "Oh, they're so boring." Yeah, because you like Katie. Anyone normal would be boring.
Pioneering beauty YouTuber. She has over 8.9 million subscribers, 1.1 billion lifetime viewers, and 385 uploads, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I don't know who she is. She is so boring. Okay. So the next month, he emails the Westbrooks and says he wants updates regarding cosmetics, Brio a hair care company, which offered Tati an equity interest, and a Michelle PHAN project. And they say that they informed him that their focus needed to be on additional products in the supplements category, that she was not considering the offer made by Briagio Hair, and that they provided no update or any information related to the project with Miss PHAN. In the build up to the launch of Tati Beauty, Mr. Westbrook actively deceived Mr. Swanson into thinking that he and Miss Westbrook were still interested in launching cosmetic products with Halo. On December 16th, 2018, they say that Mr. Swanson asked Mr. Westbrook again to go to the Cosmetic Enterprise, and Mr. Swanson underscored that Cosmetic Enterprise was a trustworthy manufacturer for skincare that could provide valuable introductions to makeup chemists and manufacturers. And Mr. Westbrook declined, stating that it was a really bad week for a field trip, bro, and I'd prefer if you'd not do this alone. I can't emphasize enough that Tati needs to take the lead on this. Please pull back. I feel you. I love your enthusiasm, but this isn't the ball for you to carry. Dude, if my business partner talked to me like that, I'd be like, peace out, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I left my surfboard in the back of the car. Yeah, bro. No, dude. Fuck, she's annoying. I know I'm annoying as well, and I just looked it up that she's talking about Michelle PHAN. I've never knew how to say the last name, PHAN. But yeah, she's got like 8 million subscribers on YouTube. She's a beauty. So yeah, that's my little side info there. Now we go back to what Katie, like, just even when she's reading, I'm like, where's the full stop? It just goes on in a monotone, no emphasis. So you don't really get any breakdown of what, like, my brain can't, it's a lot, you know, you have to really be switched on more. So that's why I think my brain hurts. Anyone out there feeling it too? We're not really even that far in. I know. We create our own torture. Well, I create the torture.
It says to date, there's never been any further discussion of any project with Ms. PHAN, and Mr. Swanson is aware of anything that came from fruition. So they basically, he says, lied to them that she was doing something with Michelle so that he wouldn't talk to her. What is this? What are these people? Do all they do is lie? Is like, do they have like liabilities? Is that what it's called? I know. Could you imagine sending a text message to your partner being like, bro? So no worries. I'm very excited about.
But it depends who you are. Like, you know, Katie, you wouldn't be able to get away with it because, you know, you don't work. But someone at Google, I'm sure, or just, you know, the laid back environment. Also, if it's your mate, also the generation of, you know, younger crew below you, Katie, would be, you know, bro and stuff. But yeah, that's what happens when people get close and a connection and a relationship is there. You might not be familiar. Also, we've seen your messages.
Our company, and I have no doubt Tati will crush it on the lineup of skincare. If I haven't told you already enough times, I'm glad as your brother, so proud to be on this journey with you. Moreover, keeping the cosmetics under Halo Beauty and including me is a sign of amazing collaboration and kinship. My gratitude to be your best friend is a symbol for a high five. So they are close buds. And this is why you guys should not go into business with your friends. Plaintiff is informed and believes that Mr. Westbrook email was misleading attempt to keep Mr. Swanson from exploiting Halo Beauty's full potential. As of as late as January 18th, 2019, Ms. Westbrook was still telling her viewers that she continued as actively the CEO of Halo and still had a lot of passion for growing her brand. She said she wanted the brand to go in every direction possible, launching innovative products. And she stated Halo was currently developing skincare and makeup. All right.
Why are you giving off Michelle Duggar vibes? You know, raising your voice to emphasize words that are making you look like an idiot. This is a lawsuit. This is all alleged. You hate Tati, but you're reading it like it's fact. Like Swanson has brought the facts to the table. Like you said, this is what really was going on. It wasn't about Jeffree Star. This is it. This is the tea. Is it, Katie? Or is it what you've just been fed and you don't know truth, or you don't know what the truth is? Yeah, like I said, because your truth, Katie, is not the truth because you lied to yourself. You lied to yourself and told that Swanson would never lie. I mean, why would he? He's a business partner, you know? He's rich. Why would he use me? Well, no filter.
Right. They say that on April 6th, then out of nowhere, he contacts him and says he wants to meet him at Barney's in New York and Beverly Hills. And he said that it was about Tati's business development and that the news was not tragic, but better in person. He drove there and they met outside, took a walk around the shopping district, said that he unilaterally announced that Halo Beauty was going in a different direction and then they agreed upon in August. And they announced that he and Ms. Westbrook were already contracted with Seed Beauty to develop and manufacture color cosmetics. He explained that he did not think Halo was the right vehicle for color cosmetics. More importantly, he stated that John Nelson, founder of Seed Beauty, contacted them directly and made them an offer they couldn't refuse. And the Westbrooks attempted to justify this blatant breach of trust by claiming that what was good for Tati was good for Halo. So dude finds Seed for them. Seed knows that Clark is literally working with the Westbrooks, and then Seed somehow contacts them behind their back and says, dude, work with me, not with Halo. Who does that? If Seed did that, who thinks that, like, James probably contacted them? Anyways.
Like James contacted you and you just totally didn't understand why he was contacting you. He's like, you might want to shut the fuck up because Tati's getting a lawsuit coming at you. And you're like, no lawsuit with me. No, that's the business partner. You know, why would she come after me? Don't talk such crap. Well, gosh. And weren't you best friends with James Charles's mum? What happened to that relationship?
Rather than competing with Halo, the Westbrooks' new venture would somehow bolster the reputation of Halo. Yeah. I feel like this whole thing was basically just them wanting to find any means to get out of it. Like, hey, we used you for the nutraceuticals. Now we're out. We got our money. We got that million we needed. Peace out. You know what I mean? Like, plaintiff is informed and believes that the Seed Beauty and any potential business partners for the Westbrooks knew or should have known that they had duties and obligations to Clark and Halo Beauty. He protested the new arrangement, and the day at Barney's and also in the weeks that followed, he explained that Mr. Westbrook, that this was not what they had agreed to in August of 2017, that he would never have given up equity to the Westbrooks absent that agreement. And Mr. Westbrook would deflect, pointing the success of Halo Beauty without addressing the real issue. He did not engage with him in these discussions. Days before the launch of Tati Beauty, with their first pallet, Mr. Swanson again made a sincere attempt to resolve the dispute. He attempted to avoid Mr. Swanson. Mr. Westbrook finally engaged in a telephone discussion on October 17th, 2019. He says that Mr. Swanson demanded that Miss Westbrook, an equal partner of Halo, be included in the call, but he wouldn't let her do that. She launches her first product in October, and they basically sell what he says is around $16 million. And then they say that Mr. Swanson continued to push for them to do skincare. He sends her some stuff, asks her to like test some different formulas right here, and she.
I just want to say 16 million. That's off, is what she made off the pallet. I swear that must be minimum. It's sold out, and it's still one of the pallets that is still spoken about today. I think I've mentioned this before, but there's a few creators, or a few beauty makeup artists that I follow, and they've done, you know, the top 10 palettes of all time, and Tati's palette always wins, and it's crazy. And I think just because she did build up such a standing in her community before the whole shit show, but we all, in my opinion, Jeffree Star is the evil that makes everyone else like look bad, will bring up shit on everyone else, make sure everyone else falls under the bus, and he just drives straight over them because he's got so much money, he's got so much power. And yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. But yeah, I feel like Tati and Shane were thrown under the bus by him because yeah, they were getting too close to the truth.
She's just sort of like, they wanted to do a setting spray. No new product launches were planned. So he's trying every which way he can to basically get them to do something, and they just every time just sort of shut him down. He says that he devotes hours upon hours upon hours upon hours into this company, and like the Westbrooks spent their time promoting Tati Beauty, but while ignoring Halo. So remember how I told you that Tati basically abandoned Halo Beauty? It's right there. I don't lie. In 2020, they continued to cut Halo Beauty out of the future opportunities. The next opportunity, fragrance. In late February, they say that they were spurred by their talent agent, UTA, that would launch a fragrance product in collaboration with New York-based marketing and manufacturing firm. According to Mr. Westbrook, this was Miss Westbrook's idea because she wanted to do something on her own without her husband or Mr. Swanson. Again, he did like with cosmetics. Mr. Westbrook claimed that he would not detract from Halo Beauty's business or the Westbrooks' commitment to Halo.
Can you just get a tissue? Like, get a tissue. Be aware that we are watching you wipe your nose over and over and over, and we also can hear you snorting it back up and swallowing it. It's so gross, Katie. Ooh. What's I going to say? When Swanson is saying that Tati, like, he's doing everything, and Tati and James were doing squat, or Tati had a fucking YouTube channel to run where she posted, I think, 3 times a week back in these days. I can't remember. Maybe it might have been every day. I can't remember. But she used to do Foundation Fridays and like, yeah, Jeep Tuesdays. Like, it was so all the time. Swanson didn't have a YouTube channel. Like, plus, yeah. Like, what does he want? He is so annoying. And Katie, as if you even understand beauty and business. You run one business into the ground. Like, your business is not successful, is it, Katie? I don't believe. Like, I wouldn't call without a crystal ball a successful channel. You know, being sued over and over doesn't really, you know, support that. And plus, like, if you were successful, wouldn't you fucking paint the walls or get rid of the couch or you know, grow, change, learn, change, grow. Imagine. No, I can't. I cannot even imagine Katie growing as a person.
Beauty. To support the claim, he told Mr. Swanson and Ms. Westbrook had very little to do with creation and the launch of Tati Beauty. And he said this was turned. So this is the part where I think is crazy. Basically, he admits that they had no part in developing any of the palette. Seed Beauty did everything. Remember how Tati was all like, I developed this all by myself. Like, this is why I picked out all of these phenomenal colors that you can get at Morphe for $20 less or at ColourPop for $13 less. Like, she was so like, said she developed all aspects of it. And then Mr. Westbrook allegedly tells him this. I think that's hilarious. Sorry.
Oh my God. I feel like I don't really need to say anything. I don't want to listen to that again because wow. Wow, Katie.
I have super bad allergies right now. Seed Beauty did everything. Remember how Tati was all like, I developed this all by myself. Like, this is why I picked out all of these phenomenal colors that you can get at Morphe for $20 less or at ColourPop for $13 less. Like, she was so like, said she developed all aspects of it. And then Mr. Westbrook allegedly tells him this. I think that's hilarious. Sorry, I have.
You have no idea about formula of eyeshadow palettes. You have no idea the difference between an eyeshadow palette and a pressed pigment palette. Also, she was the first one to bring out like the glitters, the real, like that was the real life changer. Plus her palette was like so like sectioned out, like neutrals, colors, all that. Like, Katie, if you put your name on a palette, oh my God, like that's, remember when you used to wear Too Faced? He used to be so perfect for you. I wonder if you could even smell like the different scents. Probably not, but I reckon the dogs could, and that's probably why like Frida goes to Munchy Munch Town. But yeah, even holding up that Natasha Denona palette there, you've got no skill, you've got no license to use that. And we've seen your mud works all over your eyelids, and you won't even bother trying to improve your skills in makeup or trying to figure out how to remove makeup, waterproof mascara, or how to exfoliate your face. Not physically, I reckon chemical exfoliation would be great, just minimal, but you're stuck in the Olay lane and you're in denial that Tati is so much prettier than you. And I never go there, but I feel like you might need to hear that. Would Tati wear this headband? Didn't this headband make you lose hair as well? Hair, Skin and Nails by Halo Beauty. Do they still make it? Is there any way I can get some to send it to Katie? Special delivery.
Super bad allergies right now. Mr. Swanson reminded Ms. Westbrook that the line was already contemplated for Halo. She emailed Mr. Westbrook regarding Kim Kardashian's fragrance product packaging and noted the high margins in the business line. Mr. Swanson emailed them about the fragrance line. Tati Fragrance is a product that we contemplated when we formed Halo Beauty. And again, I gave you and Tati the controlling interest in the business. Even if you are right that Tati Fragrance could be good for Halo, there is no way it is better for Halo than having Halo own and operate the fragrance piece of the business. As an officer and member of owner of Halo, I don't think that any of us can in good faith claim that any other course of action would be in the interest of Halo. Please consider in light of Tati. So they're just like doing everything they can to cut him out of everything. They just wanted that money from that cash grab of the nutraceuticals, and then they were out. Talk about a cash grab, right? I just wanted that money. Now I'm out, and I'm going to go do my makeup.
Let's talk about your cash grabs. Oh my God. Even in this year, I think it was, 2020, Christmas 2020, you gave away $100 to 5 people. Although, it took you a while because at one point you were giving away $500 to 5 people, but then you did the math. And then what happened there was your subscribers wanted to help with money towards people. So you gave them your PayPal account and extra money for Katie. Your eyes like lit up. That's your cash grab. You rip off people. Let's go back to Letitia, how you set up that dodgy Cash App or what, GoFundMe or whatever it was. I can't quite remember because there's been so much shit since. But you said that the father had emailed you and told you to share it, and then it came out that the father had never contacted you, never set up this Cash App donation thing, and you had no ties, but you kept it up and the story kept going. Should we bring up Ronald McDonald House? Oh, that was another one. Also, there were heaps before that. That's what you're known to do. You want to get as much as you can by, keeping your child disabled, keeping your child dependent on you, because you need him to deflect all the bullshit that's thrown at you or the truth instead of you taking accountability. I'm a special needs mum. Yeah.
Probably how they got him signed up. She decided against the fragrance because of his opposition, and the Westbrooks have not committed to conducting the fragrance business under Halo. It says, contrary to the Westbrooks lip service, Halo Beauty has not grown with Tati's success. In contrary, the Westbrooks' neglect of Halo in favor of new opportunity has caused severe damage to Halo Beauty. Most recently, and as a result of Mr. Swanson's demand that the Westbrooks keep their agreement with him, James Westbrook, without Mr. Swanson's authorization, distributed hundreds of thousands of dollars in operating income from Halo Beauty Partners operating accounts to its members. Mr. Swanson is informed and believes and alleges that this is further attempt to devalue and destroy the company by looting company coffers in advance of a lawsuit. So he basically says that they've totally neglected this company. There's nothing basically left of it. And so what he does, I don't know if that's true. I'm guessing. He goes in and he takes out all the money and distributes it to the members. Who are the members? Tati and James.
I think it was the shareholders. Oh, but are they the only 2 shareholders? Maybe I should have listened and not just listened to the end. I was distracted by her fingers. She was doing like ABBA dancing. Jesus, Team Paulson. She needs a Team Paulson. Oh no, Team Swanson shirt. Paulson the puppet.
At all material times, including the present, Clark has owned a third of the shares. All of this present, he has owned 33 of the membership. So he alleges that on further demands that they or blah, blah, blah would be futile, and the individual defendants are the primary agents and beneficiaries of wrongful conduct that harmed Halo Beauty. So he's basically saying that because they neglected it, they basically destroyed the company. And because they took out all the money, there's like nothing left, but he was still like a member of this company. It says that it gives them effective control over the company. Their breach of fiduciary duties in favor of their own interests at the expense of Halo Beauty and Halo Beauty's LLC is such in that there is substantial doubt that these 2 directors are disinterested and independent, and there is a substantial doubt that the transactions challenged in this complaint are the product of valid exercise of business judgment. So they're like dipping out on Halo. They want nothing to do with it, according to this complaint. And here.
Holy shit, Katie, I'm asleep. Whoa, you got to work on your reading to people. This is not a race through whatever. Are we at conclusion? Are we at the conclusion? Oh, Shelley, welcome. Don't fall asleep like the rest of us. we're just finishing off the live from yesterday. If you haven't seen part 1, you can check out the links in the description box. I think it's important to finish. I think this might be a deleted video because Katie was told to delete everything on Tati, articles, videos, and her entire Katie Joy Live channel. So yeah, she lost a lot. You know, lots of like 2 years worth of Swanson's spew she lost.
For all the charges. I don't want to read all these. I'll just let you see them. It says that he knowingly took away corporate opportunities to develop and sell cosmetics. They knowingly acted against the interest of Halo and its members by making irresponsible, excessive distributions in advance of the lawsuit and without agreement of all the managing members. So they take out all of the money. Like, it's not even their money to take. It's owned by the company. Plaintiffs incorporate each numbered paragraph above. They breached, delaying, impeding the work of Halo with all this other stuff, negligence. Defendants negligently breached the duty by delaying and impeding the work of Halo partners and launching new products, delaying and impeding the efforts of all the different products. They breached the duty, caused financial harm. Plaintiffs ended up like they're grossly negligent, delaying and impeding efforts to market current products by Halo. Do you remember in March, she literally said she had a pipeline of nutraceuticals that were coming out, and she literally hasn't released any of them? She made a video in March, and there was like 4 products she said that were coming, and none of them have launched.
Well, I wonder if production was halted when the lawsuit started because, you know, the business was under threat with all the inside fighting. So that probably put a stop to production. I don't know, Katie. What? Let's go back and see what Katie's piece says.
It's like breach of contract, breach of duty of faith, promissory estoppel, unjust enrichment. That's by taking that money. So they received financial benefits at the expense of the plaintiffs. The retention of benefits received would be unjust. They aided and abetted in it. Like, this dude just got screwed by.
You just got screwed. Watching you laugh, it's disgusting. It's so disgusting because it is only a lawsuit. It is only alleged. And you are reading it as fact. And just anything Tati says is not right. You're laughing at her. It's so disgusting, Katie. It's so disgusting. No wonder you were used to regurgitate all of the stuff Swanson fed you. Your hate for her. You can't even, I don't know, like put your hate aside and be a fucking journalist and report it for what it is instead of insinuating that this is the truth, the real truth. I've never seen you so happy. Never seen you so happy, but I haven't seen you in a while, so, you know.
By them, allegedly. It's unconscionable if this is like the conversion part. This is the part that literally gets to me. And he just did this. He literally just did this on October 9th, 2020. He distributed hundreds of thousands of dollars to the members of Halo Beauty Partners, LLC, including substantial sums for his own benefit. The distribution was wrongful because it was made without the authorization of all the members as required by the party agreement. So when he's talking about members, there's literally 3 members. So they're liquidating all the money and then giving them to the members, but not him or something. I don't even.
But doesn't, like, if Tati gave permission, so they've each got 33.33% of the business, or 3 of them. So if Tati gave permission, that's 66.66%, which overrules his 3%. Like, you know, so I'm not sure if like his permission was even needed because just 2 people, 2 business partners giving the okay would be okay, wouldn't it? I don't know how business works, but like he just wants to be involved in everything. And when he's not, it's like, cry me a river. Send him some Kleenex, please. Both Katie and Swanson. Katie, your sinuses, your allergies. It's not allergies, man. Well, it is because you won't vacuum, but it's everything that you take. It's probably spinal fluid leaking out of your nose. Oh, that's awful to say, but you know, I'll just add that with the what ifs.
No. And then, so what he is requesting, that he wants monetary damages against them on all counts, which is such damage as may be recovered. He wants punitive damages against them. He wants injunctions and other equitable relief to enforce parties' rights and agreements to impose a constructive trust over all profits realized by the defendants owing to plaintiffs. He wants attorney's fees. He wants further relief the court deems just and necessary. So, yeah.
Oh my God, look at your, I can't believe you used a thick pen. Oh, can we just do some signature analysis? Gosh, not only do I love body language and why it's so hard because I'm tuning out because I can only hear Katie and I want to see her, but her box is too small. This signature is Clark Swanson's signature. Okay, like a thick pen, right? This is tattooers use a thick pen because their hands shake. It doesn't show as much, like you'll be able to get a clean thing. But what is this? Where's the Clark? Where's the Swanson? Where's the, to me, it really looks a bit like a Bug's Life. Like this is the leaf and this is the ant. No, that's not a Bug's Life. That's ants. Is it? No, A Bug's Life. The cute ants. Because in ants, they're not cute. Can you guys see that? Or it's an island with a palm tree and a coconut. I don't like Clark Swanson. I'm telling you directly, I do not like your signature. If you sign something, you know, in my shop and credit card signature, I'd not trust you. I would not trust you. I'm just so, okay. I'm so anal when it comes to like signatures. Katie, I've studied yours, changes every day because you're a leaf. And yeah, that's another thing during this lawsuit. I brought up like Katie's signature of all her declarations that she had to sign. There was like a few, there was about 4 that I collected and they were all different. And like people were like, that's cool, you know, your signature changes. And I'm like, yeah, but not that much, you know, it might change based on angle or like how rushed you are, but it doesn't change. Like every time it's a different style of signature, like completely different. And it's because I swear she's drunk, signing legal documents, drunk. I swear, like she's never one time been sober because I do believe she's struggling alcohol stuff. Oh, alcoholism. I'll finish it off. Okay, did she finish it off or did I jump in with the holy shit, look at that? Guys, look at that signature. I could make a whole video. I'm joking. My God. No, but really, have I ever seen it? This is unbelievable in my life. Okay, let's go back. But I can't figure it out. Okay, just
He wants attorney's fees. He wants so many pages. I didn't really want to read every single one. So basically, I don't know, all of this, to me, it just seems like they used him to get that money so that they could launch the makeup. You know, like she didn't want to actually launch the nutraceuticals. I think it was just like a way for her to get the cash so she could launch Tati Beauty. because you have to have money to come up with the seed beauty. Seed doesn't just offer it to you. You have to have money for the production.
She has millions of followers on YouTube. I don't think you even understand the kind of money that she would have been making, and the kind of, you know, influencers have those, you know, like sponsors. They make money off sponsors. Also, you know, reviews of different beauty products. The opportunities when you're that level of an influencer are endless. Have I said that word before? I think I have. Gosh, she's so dumb. Like, she really like doesn't understand how successful. I think I said this in the last live. Like, the kind of success that Tati had on YouTube is like, Katie can't even imagine that kind of success because her brain limits her perspective on everything, because she's narrow-mindedly hating the whole world. So she will never see the big picture. And the big picture is Tati is way more successful and talented than Katie will ever be. Not that that's got anything to do with it, but I mean, Katie's got nothing to fall back on. There's no talent there. There's no creativeness. She's a copy and paste, and that's all she is. And that's why she'll keep getting defamation lawsuits, because she doesn't think she's done anything wrong. She literally thinks she is the scapegoat for Dramageddon 2, I think it was. I don't know. But that whole reply, I'll link the videos down below where she's so cocky a few days before she files her reply, like on December 3, her first response to Tati's complaint. Oh, I've also got the video coming up where I like compare the 7M's complaint with Tati's, and like I said, it's exactly the same thing, because March 15, 21, she went over the dismissal due to jurisdiction with her lawsuit with Tati. And then a year later, April 7, 22, getting sued for the exact same thing. Wouldn't you put 2 and 2 together and go, oh, I'm kind of doing the same thing I did to Tati, like smearing Robert Shin's name, preventing them from making income from sponsors, trying to destroy their business with speculation and like saying that they're a cult, which is not proven. And she's like, why isn't the Rolling Stone getting sued and all that? Because they've actually got legit journalists who know the code of practice and how to write and present information to your viewers, your audience. But Katie, you don't have that. You release everything. You don't know what's important and what's not, what's going to cause harm, what's not. Like, you don't have a fucking clue. Really, when it comes down to it, you got no brains. Oh, I don't know, actually, you know, just crickets sum you up.
But yeah, so in terms of, was Tati doing this to take down James and doing all this? I honestly think part of this was to sabotage her company. So she does all of this in a way to sabotage Halo by making the Bye Sister video. That Bye Sister video did not help her reputation at all. In fact, it ruined her reputation. So ultimately, when she lost her platform in a way, she ultimately doesn't have the access to those customers anymore.
No. You are such an idiot, man. I mean, she's back on YouTube and she's growing again. You are not. You are stagnant. You are plateau, not moving up, more likely losing, because you backed James Charles, who is a predator, a known predator. Tati was right. But she was bullied offline because how dare you speak ill about the biggest YouTuber in the whole world? because, you know, with money comes power, and with that power comes the ability to silence anyone that will, you know, talk out bad about you. That's why a lot of the stuff that happens with Jeffree Star, we never hear about it. Once, you know, it breaks the news, you never hear about it again because he pays them off, settles that, you know, make sure that they don't bring it up again. All those people that accused him of racism and all that, they've been paid off never to talk again. This is just all my speculation, you know, because I was a Jeffree Star follower until, yeah, like if I didn't follow Jeffree Star on MySpace and all that from way back, and then followed him on YouTube, he was my only beauty person on YouTube. And then when Shane Dawson did the series on Jeffree Star, like that was the first time I came across Shane Dawson. And it was just so, like, I connected with him so much on the anxiety level, like the mental illness level, the like, and just to see someone out there like be so open about that, and then like, I don't know, I found him amazing. But then I saw a lot of stuff because I knew Jeffree Star, but I didn't know Shane Dawson, so I saw so much lying, manipulating coming from Jeffree Star, and I was like, what the fuck is he being like that? Then all the Chris Hansen stuff happened, you know, with the Darby Vanity. There's a lot there. I put off for so long making a video on Jeffree Star because, hey, I'm fucking scared I would move to Washington to get away from Jeffree Star. The power is scary. Blocking's not enough. Oh, did you see how like Twitter is taking away the ability to block people? So this all going downhill. Can someone just create Twitter 2, you know?
I'm not sure like what kind of money he'll get out of this. It lasted less than 2 years. I know, it's so bad. I do hope that he wins this lawsuit. I do too, and I honestly think that based on his intelligence and how much he was a records keeper, I don't think that someone with an MBA in business and such a, like, his resume, it kind of speaks for itself, right? You have someone that's working with Harvard, right? People that work with Harvard aren't just like, you know, your run-of-the-mill people. He's working on projects with Harvard. So he's not like, he's someone that has credibility. So I don't think that this is a situation where he would make this up. It sounds to me like Tati just never wanted anything to do with it after she got what she wanted. It ruined it when James made the No More Lies video. When she first made it, she got a big sales boost in those pills. She did. Yep. And I think the reason why, so Shane promoted it, I think what happened was she was trying to save her brand. And so I think initially it starts out as a way to discredit him and say, well, I don't have the clout with James, but I'm going to destroy James' reputation so that it proves to you guys that I don't have to use him. So she destroys his reputation, and then Shane posts that thing. She gets this huge boost in sales, but it doesn't sustain because after James puts out the No More Lies, which basically proves she was lying about basically everything fell apart.
Oh my God. I really can't say anything because what you said is like, I don't need to say anything. But I needed to come up for air because that was a lot, wasn't it? Katie, you are really on one. James Charles. I don't know. I never really liked him. I mean, fuck. I like people talking fast. Like I'm a Gilmore Girls fan. Yes, I know. And it irritates me that Katie is because she doesn't get it. She's Team Logan. And that's why, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous. But like, you know, they talk fast. But James Charles talks so fast that he doesn't stop at like stoplights, stop signs. Which I was just like, slow down, be authentic. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's too like I might been too old to understand the whole hype behind him. Okay, Katie, we're coming back. I'm worried, Katie. I'm worried about the top of your head. The egg shape here is You know, I'm worried about the hair underneath.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Totally agree. I loved when they did unboxings. I'm sorry to crush your heart. I don't think she'll come back to you. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Tati is doing damage control and blocking things on Instagram. You can't post anything with certain words. That doesn't surprise me. She just created vitamins to get funds to make cosmetics lines. Not surprised. Yep. And Shane was right about her acting and fake crying. I believe this 1000%. When he was screaming and yelling, I think he was outraged because she was faking it. And when I was watching her video, you guys, the next thing I want to do for our next live stream is I want to like watch the video. Should we just like go back and watch it and then like pull it up against the complaint and you'll just see how bad her acting is? Because
oh my God, can we watch Katie watching Tati? And then can someone do a video watching me watching Katie watch Tati? And then can someone do a video watching that person watch me watch Tati? It's a mirror effect. We can send it to you in your Christmas box, Katie. Wow. Actually, I think I might have watched already you going through By Sister. I feel like I might have been there. It might be in the playlist Without a Crystal Ball versus Tati, but if it's not, then we will, Katie. We'll do that. Fuck. Fake crying. It can't be anything close to watching you cry. I mean, God, you crying with Botox. I never seen, like, for me, because I rely on body language. Like, I turn my ears off most of the time because I don't like people just out in the real world, you know? Like, so when people started wearing masks, that really shat on my life because I rely on reading your lips. So when you're just talking through your mask, I can't believe I have to do work and listen. So what was my point there? Oh, had something to do with Katie. Oh, I can't remember because now I'm just thinking about how annoying the kid in the veggie shop is because he still wears a mask. I never know what he's saying, so I just nod and wave and go, okay.
because like she was crying and it was so obvious that it was so fake and phony. All right, we'll do that for our next live stream. Awesome. All right, you guys. So we're on the 1 hour mark. So I want to try to get this to so other people will watch. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I appreciate you like spreading the word about this. I don't know that I expect a lot of drama channels to pick this up. And this is why I don't always think of myself as a drama channel because I really do like covering these legalese things.
Let me just tell you now, no, you don't cover lawsuits good. No one needs monotone. Yeah, no one needs monotone on the monorail all the way through. Like, no stop signs. Like, you are the worst person to read a lawsuit. And you do, like, da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. Basically, that means, and no, it doesn't. Your comprehension is way off. It's never been right. You explaining what something means? Might as well not even have it up on the screen. But yeah, look at us, Katie, right next to each other. Am I hurting your ears? Am I too close? I don't care.
I won't put myself at risk. I'm not going to be a party of this lawsuit. Like, to be honest, like I have not, here's the thing why I know they're never going to sue me. They're never going to sue me because if they sue me, they have to basically open discovery. And then I can say, well, did you not do this? Prove to me that you didn't do this. You know, show me the evidence that this didn't happen. They're never going to sue me because the discovery for me would be terrible for them.
I've got a feeling this might be the 29th. This is the day before she got served, before she got sued by Tati. She's sitting there going, they'll never sue me. That's her usual rant, Carousel from Hell, like gone round and round. That's her usual rant. Because if they sue me, then that opens them up for discovery. But Katie, I remember when you asked for discovery in the Tati lawsuit, the judge had to actually post the proceedings of the court so you understood that no, it's not time to ask for discovery. That's your favorite thing. Like, you don't understand there's a procedure before all that. I think it's because you've only ever played the jurisdiction card, so you've never really got to discovery. But even when you had the chance to get to discovery in 7M, you're still tooting your premature horn, you know? But that runs in your Paulson house. Everyone's premature. It's either lay flat or, you know, deal with the consequences of reality. That this is your wife. Her name is Katie, and she's driving the business into the sea. Palette.
And then I could also file a lawsuit against them for harassing me to take it down. You know what I mean? Or for filing a false lawsuit against me. I could easily do a complaint against them. So there's no way they're going to file a lawsuit about me.
Oh, I caught you with your drunken eyes there. You don't look very confident, Mrs. Paulson. You don't look very confident at all. Where we go? What was I going to say? She really believes. Like, I just can't believe being so narrow-minded. I said this in my last live, but I'm going on again because maybe she should have studied journalism to get a broader mind to understand how to think critically. There's even a whole unit called critical thinking. But Katie, you are just so why? I can't even imagine why you would take Swanson's word for it and just publish that. But you do hate with so much. Like, I don't hate people that much. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy spent hating someone. And I wonder if Swanson saw that video that of her going, and I'm digging around and there's got to be something bad. There's got to be something there. And then Trisha is like, oh my God, she's a fucking stalker. Oh yeah, she is. Careful, dude. Trisha's safe because Katie likes her. But yeah, don't get on the wrong end there. Is she? We'll just go back to her because I'm dribbling now.
They're not going to file a lawsuit about me. She'll threaten me, but she's not going to sue me. She's got way bigger fish to fry right now. This is way bigger. It would be a waste of time. Yeah, and people that report, I was talking to my lawyer yesterday, not about this, but in general. And he said that people that report are literally very protected by the, okay, if they were going to sue me, it would have already happened. It literally would have already happened. It would have happened. It would have happened 18 months ago when they wanted me to take this down, when they sent me 4 cease and desists. They never sued me.
Who fucking admits to being sent 4 cease and desist? There wouldn't be 4 if you didn't ignore the first one, or the second one, or the third one. You think you are above the fucking law? Also, in the Tati complaint, because Katie says that she used to be employed by PAT-ENT, and they looked into it, and it's no, you were never an employee. You had a column on their site. That's not you being employed. They didn't pay you. She's so dumb. Makes up her own lies. She's a journalist. She's an advocate. She's a cult expert. But her resume says otherwise. Clark Swanson's resume, Katie. But, I think, didn't Farrah Abraham go to Harvard? I don't know. Their standards might have dropped now. But she's to go to Harvard. Oh, my God, the brains. Katie, could you not get into anywhere else except Minnesota University because you're dad or your mum was on the board? Yeah? Is that also why you passed Spanish? I think they got you to study Spanish so that you could be their tour guide when they go over there multiple times a year, because that's what your parents do. They'd rather spend most of their life outside of the country so they don't have to deal with you or being associated with you. Hmm? Oh, it's sad. And I don't know how we got here. Sorry, guys.
because they're not going to sue me based on public records, and I have a right to have my opinion, and I have a right to talk about public records if it involves a public figure. Yeah. All right. And anyways, well, I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna get sued, you guys. Don't be worried. It'll be fine. They love.
You just went through a lawsuit and basically proclaimed that Swanson was telling the truth and everything Tati was saying was a lie. So, yeah. Wakey, wakey, in the morning there's gonna be a knock on the door, but you're gonna ignore it. Yeah. You ignore it for a whole week. Even on November 8, you were still like, I haven't been served. Well, Aaron Hall has it if you actually contact him. Remember Aaron Hall? Oh, legend. We will go and check out his video on defamation. Biggest video on his channel because, yeah. It was like, why is this guy your lawyer, Katie? He's telling you that you are being done for defamation and it's all in the lawsuit.
Love to intimidate with nothing to back it in hopes to scare people. Like, they'd have to prove that I literally damaged their reputation more than what she did to herself. That's the biggest thing, you guys. She destroyed her own reputation with her Bye Sister video. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I will be back later tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great night.
See you, Katie. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed we didn't get a peace sign, although I guess we got a lot more than a peace sign in this whole live. Let me just bring it back to I could just stay on the side. Guys, what did we learn? Was this worth it? I don't know. I feel I'm more awake than I was in the last live, but also, it's gonna be good to make some shorts off this. Just because I love to rub it in Katie's face that she's wrong. Your biggest downfall was joining YouTube, because I think that you have been spewing the same spin, like, for years, because you can jump from community to community without being followed, because it's all like, online and you can just change it up. But when it comes to video and when it comes to being drunk and on IG Live, and yeah, wow, flimsy leaf. Really? You've got really nothing to show that you are credible at all. I mean, after this lawsuit, I'm surprised anyone would talk to you. Like, no one talks to you anyway. You drop in the word source. Oh my gosh, Katie, I don't know what to say, because your laugh, "They're not gonna sue me," is just in my head. That's all that's in my head now, and I'll just delete this whole video and have that on loop over and over and over. I think you did a Katie Joy live though as well, maybe on this night, because you just could not sleep. You were so excited. But yeah, and you were like, "They're not gonna sue me," and then they sued you the next day. Famous, no, not even famous last words, infamous last words. Oh gosh, I just can't wait for like all the jinxes and all the karma and everything to just come back to her. I understand that it takes a while, but come on, like, what are we waiting for? October now, aren't we? With 7M. Come on, 7M. I got all my balls in your basket. No crystal balls, though. No, I feel like that's not the occasion. Plus, Katie wouldn't appreciate that. Oh, sorry. I just catching up on looking down at the messages. Oh, You got your new. Oh yeah. So thank God, entire messages, because I was vendor commented and her phone was broken, so I only got half the message, and I thought she hated me. But it's emotional in the comment section. Oh, guys, I will eventually get to comments and liking them and responding properly. I have let the ball drop on that, and it's got to do with I'm literally in therapy, group therapy. I can't believe this group exists, but we're all a bunch of normal people. But we've just got issues with connecting back with society. I've disconnected so bad from the real world that I don't know how to, I almost don't want to. And it's not don't want to, but it's I can't respond to people because I don't know how to connect anymore, with people. It's very strange. I'm making my way though. Oh my God. And on Saturday, it's a big anniversary sort of for me, but 24 months off booze. I can't fucking believe that. But it's 24 months since I've seen my friends as well, so I sort of can. My real life friends. I don't know where they are. They're probably all over the world now. Katie's showing her horns. Where are they growing from? All over. If she was on Buffy, she would have multiple horns. Although she calls them knobs, so let's call them knobs. Oh my God. Oh, thanks, Benita. It's so weird being sober, but I mean, I don't mind going to a pub and people drinking around me and stuff. But yeah, it's just, why did I give up booze? But I've also given up nicotine. I'm 3.5 years off that. And coffee, gave up coffee in May. So yeah, I don't know who I am and what I'm doing. No, gave it all up for comedy, the adrenaline side, because that's the raw stuff, the raw feeling that reminds me I'm alive, and that's what I live for now, that high. But also, I guess I might live for you too, Katie. Should I live for you, Katie? No, I'll live for your son. I'll live for my mouth and live for every lawsuit that comes after. Okay, guys. Yeah, coming up on Friday, if I can get it together, I've been putting a video together that I want to put out on Friday. If not, we'll figure out something to do. But yeah, thanks heaps for tuning in. And guys, I wanted to include you in chat, but I thought it was just best we just let her go and talk, and then we can just all laugh together. I will get my shit together, and I'm going to make a little... I'll follow in Emily's footprints because, she led me down the path of the soundboard. I'm so grateful that I have mine, but my iPad is dead and lost the charger. And yeah, what am I talking about? I don't know. I've got to press stop. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Have a good day. And yeah, I'll catch you Friday. If not, you'll catch a video. But yeah. Oh, Katie, I'll never be sued. Boom, boom, boom. Your whole life you will be sued until there is no more you. Oh, the party. Catch you guys.